Black Friday insiders of Reddit, which deals should we stay away from? The TVs are usually bare bones models of the real thing, like lacking a lot of options, features. Look up the model numbers. They make a lot of them just for Black Friday. Agreed. I used to work at Target and we had models that were only bought out on Black Friday. We often recommend customers purchase the $15 protection plan along with them because those TVs would mostly broken down in a year's time. Wait, so how long is usual guarantee period in USA when you have to pay extra for 1 year guarantee?
Here in the UK, if a TV doesn't have a 5-year guarantee, then you're buying it from the wrong shop.
It could be that it was so they could do the return through the store instead of having to deal with the manufacturer. That is standard, at least here in Switzerland. I feel your customers are getting fucked. They are LOL, customer protection in the US is a joke. Yeah, I had a 3-year-old broken Logitech headset. I didn't pay for it with my card, with my account at the store I bought it from, or have a receipt for it. I contacted them, and they confirmed it was under basic warranty. They sent me back to the store who dug up the invoice, who then gave me a headset off the shelf, and then did all the dealing with the manufacturer for me. No one batted an eyelid along the way, because New Zealand law sets this out as consumer rights. I've seen a few of the smart TVs in the free section of Craigslist lately. Assuming they weren't scam posings, they were the only working flat panels I've ever seen being given away. They were made by some new scapegoat brand that was created to protect the reputation of the guilty company. They don't function as a smart TV so much as they serve as a display for something capable of pulling the content in. My dad was excited about standing in line all day for one of the 4 TVs available as a doorbuster deal and got rid of it a few months later. Best Buy refused to give information on the manufacturer or model before the event. Danger. Which features are they missing exactly? Because if it's stuff like smart TV functionality or frame interpolation, then I'd consider losing those features a plus.
I can answer this. The biggest thing, by far, is HDR, especially on the 4K TVs. HDR is one of the biggest reasons to switch to 4K. Without it, you are missing out on a lot. The TVs aren't smart per se, they'll have Chromecast instead, which is just the ability to mirror streaming to your TV from a tablet or phone. A lot of the 4K TVs also lack upgraded motion rates, another big thing, and processors for better color. Despite what people are saying, these aren't the worst TVs in store, but they certain aren't anywhere near the best. They are more upper-lower to middle range.
Also, TVs tend to go on much better sale closer to the Super Bowl. There's actually some whole breakdown of when stuff is at its lowest price through the year. I think furniture is in September, but people don't buy furniture on Black Friday anyway. When I worked at Best Buy, though, there was a big problem of people buying giant TVs for the Super Bowl and then returning them the next week. So if you want a good deal on a slightly used TV, go right after the Super Bowl. Anything that you know you can't afford. Just because it is on sale does not mean you need it. Say it louder for the people in the back. Hey guys, this guy says we need it.
Not an insider, but I always warn friends and family not to buy those super cheap Android tablets that go on sale on BF. The screens are awful. I'm not talking, it's not 1080 plus. I mean, viewing angles are so bad you have to look at it dead on to see anything. Performance is awful. It's probably running KitKat, and even if it's on anything more recent, it'll never see any kind of update. And it will probably not make it until the next Black Friday. I mean, if you need something less than $30 for a small child who won't care about those things, go nuts. But don't buy it and then complain about how slow it is. It's $30. It'll work like a $30 tablet. ETA. Neglected to mention, does not really apply to Amazon Fire tablets. Those are surprisingly great for their low price.
A lot of people I know have bought these things. They couldn't tell the difference between the Sony, Samsung, and Motorola Android phones, so assumed they were all the same. Nope. There is a reason those brands are not $30. Ended up never using it because it was so shit. I did a crap purchase of one of those El Cheapo tablets once. It wasn't even the angles that killed it. The entire screen got light spots based on where the hot components were. It was unusable for even watching photos. Terrible stuff. I bought one of those. It's my dedicated porn tablet. Don't focus too much on electronics. There's tons of deals on appliances, cookware, and clothing going on right alongside the highly sought-after TVs and tablets. There will also be a relatively smaller crowd looking for these items, so it makes for a lot more leisurely experience. You can probably even wait to actually go on Friday and still be able to find these types of items still available. I pretty much only buy new kitchen appliances, dishes, and towels on Black Friday.
I'm the lady that skips right over the toys and electronics to buy cheaper winter hats and fuzzy blankets. Sure, that 60-inch TV is nice, but this hat has pom-poms. Where have you been all my life?
There are some great deals on toys and movies too. P.S. If you like Pioneer Woman, Walmart has some great Black Friday deals. Oh my god! Yes. I went to Costco last year and got a whole bunch of kitchenware, knives, pots, pans, serving utensils for under $100. I almost bought a Le Creuset enameled cast iron pot for $125. Passed on that. Not enough room. Linens are super cheap and vastly overlooked on Black Friday. Stay at home, shop online, don't buy tablets.
Go to parking lot of retailer, set up lawn chair, grab a beer, watch the chaos and fights as people just try to find a place to park. Or when someone tries buying something from a customer as they're leaving.
This. Except I'll buy a tablet if it's name brand. I bought an Amazon Kindle Fire last year for like $50, and my kids still use it. Has a cracked screen, but I'd attribute that to the kids and not necessarily a cheap tablet. Not a deal, but someone who will be at the store on Thanksgiving working. Do not bitch at us about the line. There is nothing we can do. No, we will not hold items until the line goes down, and just because you have our store card does not mean you can skip the line. And if you walk out of line to our jewelry area hoping to get checked out there, you'll just get sent back to the end of the checkout line. Bring friends to chat with or a battery brick and a decent data plan, the lines will be long. I'm hoping more stores have adopted this thing I saw at Michael's a few days before Halloween. They had someone go through the line scanning stuff, then handing people a card. When you get to the front, they scan your card, you pay, and you leave. Obvi. Not going to work for people with 20 items, but for people only buying a few things, it can save time. Retail is hell, stay strong.
The best deals usually happen before Black Friday. At my last job, corporate would have the best deals on the weekends before BF. They knew people were refusing to shop until Black Friday, so we'd have really good promos to drive traffic and sales. We already know people will be shopping on Black Friday, so we would have the most basic sale that day.
Thanks for the tip. I'll keep an eye out this weekend. I've seen a lot of places advertising Black Friday deals for this weekend, with one place being Meta and calling it WTF weekend. So I'd still say beware. Not a deal really, but avoid the small related items. Example, the TV will be marked down 40% or something, but the HDMI cable next to it will be overpriced, but people don't care. They buy it with their TV and think they saved money. Also, don't bother with the crazy expensive HDMI cables. There's no difference unless you're running a cable over 20 plus feet.
Yup! Go buy the cheapo $6 cord at Wally World and you'll be fine. I bought a $30 cord for the hell of it. No quality difference.
Best Buy makes me so mad with this crap. I was in there the other day and they were trying to sell 4 feet USB to micro USB cables for $15. Those cost $3 to $5 online. As a Best Buy employee, I can tell you that our cost for them is around $3 to $4 each. We mark them up because we make such a small margin on TVs and such, that a lot of times the accessories help our bottom line.
All of them. Stay at home. Who says I ever leave the house?
The number one piece of advice I can offer is totally ignore the discount percent and the old price. Consider the merits of the purchase purely on the sale price. If an item is $60 today, you shouldn't pay attention to whether it was $75 or even $200 yesterday. Just decide if it's a good deal at $60 or not, and buy or walk accordingly. This seems so obvious, but it's a psychological trick that really works. All the time I hear people say, it's more than I wanted to spend, but it was such a great deal. I couldn't pass it up. They wouldn't have spent $2,000 on that same exact TV if that was the normal price, but when they get a $3,000 TV for $2,000, it's too good of a deal to miss, except it's the exact same TV. You didn't save $1,000, you spent $2,000. All of them. Black Friday needs to die. Thank you for watching. Write comments, put likes. Do not forget to watch other videos.